Hey, Dr. Keith, this is Zach. I'm in my office right now, so I just wanted to do this project on here. Sorry that it's like a iPhone video. I don't have like voiceover or actually just a microphone in general on my computer. So just taking this video, but I'll also include the presentation in my submission. So kind of to start, yeah. So the event that I'm gonna do is a golf tournament at the previous school I coached at, the Hammond School. So that's kind of my event to kind of fundraise money for the athletic department in general, and also a couple of projects that I have in here. So first part is that I would begin planning in November. Essentially, it's, I put first at scheduling with a golf course, but I think really I need to have more things kind of set in stone. So I think I need to kind of have some sponsors already in place. And some at least participation up, just so golf course knows that they'll get paid as well, and also just that my golf tournament's legitimate. So then I would open the registration in March. From there, close it in June. And just heavily do email chains, do social media, things like that, just to kind of get participation driven up and get sponsorships. So then after that, getting equipment for golf course needs. So whether that be tents, prizes, reaching out to people around the community, just to see if they'd make donations as prizes and things like that. And, we'd like to have it on a nice fall day. So planning on an October weekend tee time. So really my SMART goals for this is to, raise about $23,000 for the Hammond School Athletic Department. Couple projects I have in here is the permanent bleachers at a lacrosse field. We have, for lacrosse field, we usually have just, ones that are very easy to move. It doesn't really look very nice. And so I think that would be a good addition. We have our field also, it can be tough sometimes as far as like rain, especially in seasons like spring where it rains a lot in Columbia. So fundraise to a new irrigation system at the lacrosse field. Just so better drainage, so places around the field aren't puddling as much as long as they should be. Additional sitting at baseball field. I think we have a pretty good baseball program. They win state championship a lot, so I think that would be a good addition, is just to kind of make it a nicer environment. And then if there's a team or something like that that needs new uniforms, I know when I was coaching a lacrosse team, we got new helmets. At least 3 new helmets every year, just to replace ones that are no longer certified. So big on just like making sure that we have certified helmets, uniforms, things like that we need. And overall, this would be a 10-month process. So obviously the space that we need is the golf course, right? So the designated spot I chose is the Spurred Northwoods. It's probably one of the better courses in Columbia. However, it's not private, and they usually do a good job of making sure that they're able to put on golf tournaments and helping out the community in that way. So I would choose a Spurred. The staff I would need is obviously, I'm kind of taking the places of the athletic director here. I need my assistant AD to really help me out, get the email chains out to parents, to alumni, to sponsors around. I need the coaches' involvement too. I mean, this is to help them. I think the main idea really for it too is so these coaches don't have to fundraise. I think a lot of coaches at Hammond, they don't necessarily work at Hammond full time. They have other jobs that they do. So it just buys them some time not to fundraise for their programs and things like that. So I think them and just being engaging, having good hospitality. And that goes the same with athletes and volunteers. We're putting this on for the coaches and student athletes. So making sure that they're involved and that they're appreciative of everything that's going on. Just putting smiles on will just really hopefully drive revenue and drive people's interest in wanting to help out with Hammond. Equipment and operations would obviously golf carts. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I want about 5 tents. One would be for check-in, a couple water stations for people. Close to pin competition is always a fun thing to do during a golf tournament and get prizes. And then mulligan packages. So, you have a bad drive, you take a bad shot, be able to purchase a mulligan package so you can, lower your score is always good to have. Sponsorship banners and stakes. So, reaching out to, a company to help me out, print my sponsors on banners, and just stakes around the course to really flash the sponsors and promote them in that aspect. And then, obviously donated prizes. Being so close to the University of South Carolina, I think that would be really helpful. And having a connection with the compliance office there, being able to get donations that we need. Custom bags from the golf team, gift cards. Frankie's Fun Park would also be a fun thing to do. It's kind of a fun family thing in Columbia. And just, maybe season tickets to football or basketball or whatever that may be. So the timeline would be check-in at 9. Tee time would begin at 9:45. Usually play 18-hole tournament. And people can come back, go and forth, whatever that may be. Hopefully have, golfers finish up around 5. And so from there, serve dinner, silent auction and prizes for, team that had the best score, or the foursome that had the best score, and also, room for silent auction. Funding, yeah. So sponsorship is going to be the biggest thing, right? These are some of the companies that I would definitely target hard, whether that be Pat Connolly Construction, Ryan Brewer Fencing, Henry's Groucho's, and Gamecock Athletics. I chose these because a few of these people are alumni of Hammond, and also their kids go to Hammond, so it would be a huge thing to help support the athletic department, but also get their brand out there as well. And just also opportunities for prizes and stuff like Groucho's, Henry's, and, it's just so we can get gift cards out to people. And participation, I think $500 for a foursome would be good. Goal of at least 12 teams, open to more, just depending on operation-wise and how we can fit that many people on the golf course. So, post-marketing plan, I think it'd be cool to do like a last chance golf shop for Hammond. Be cool to, have a golf shop at the place, but also to like some co-branded stuff, whether that be from Under Armour and Hammond logo branded on it. I think would be really cool. People that have new golf gear, but also represent Hammond. And I think hand delivery is key, because one, it saves a lot of cost not having to ship things. It is time consuming, but however, I think that really engages and people appreciate a hand delivery of a prize or things like that, and they hopefully want to come back again next year. And then obviously just continuous thanks to sponsors and people and engaging on social media. And the last thing was just like, a survey, just like, what do we do good? Was it the hospitality was good? Did you like the golf course? What can we do a better job of, whether that be organization, overall staffing issues, maybe. Would you recommend it to a friend, alumni, or other parent? And how likely are you to participate or sponsor the event next year? Essentially, that is my project. Hope you liked it, and thank you.